Good morning. In this video, we're going to talk to you about TenMarks. TenMarks is the primary computer-based program we'll use to learn new math this year. And as you can see from your student journal, it's going to be a prominent part of your work each week. Every week you will have mandatory TenMarks assignments, which are graded assignments that every student must complete on TenMarks. And there will also be additional TenMarks work, which is an opportunity for you to get extra practice and earn extra credit in our class on days when you finish some of the other mandatory work first. First question is, how do we access TenMarks? Like most programs, we get there from our backpack. If you use the tab on the side, you can navigate to mathematics and quickly find the red TenMarks icon. TenMarks is single sign-on, which means when you are on your backpack, you will automatically sign into TenMarks once you click that icon. The first screen you will see is the dashboard, or what we could call the home screen. The most important thing on the home screen we see is your classwork. This is where we will keep both the mandatory TenMarks assignments and the additional TenMarks work that you need to complete. As we can see this week, the first and only mandatory TenMarks assignment is ratio tables and graphs. That has a soft due date of tomorrow, which is Friday, September 7th. We see on our TenMarks home screen that ratio tables and graphs is the first assignment listed. Your mandatory TenMarks assignments will always be listed first under your classwork, and they will go in order from left to right of the order in which we want you to complete them. So the first assignment I would complete this week is ratio tables and graphs. In addition to the mandatory work, you will also see any additional TenMarks work we've put up for you that week. This work comes at the end. It will always have a due date of Saturday night, which is when all of your TenMarks work will close each week. Now, when I click into an assignment, the first thing I will notice is there are always 10 questions on TenMarks assignments. If I get a question wrong, there will be an X. If I get it correct, there will be a green check. Now, if I understand a decent amount of the math, but I'm just struggling with one particular problem, an excellent tool is to use the hint. These are text-based hints that can help you directly figure out a problem that you kind of understand but just need a bit of help with. There are up to 3 hints. We recommend that you only use as many hints as you need and carefully think about each hint before opening the next hint. If you are really struggling with an assignment and don't understand how to do any of the problems, or many of the problems, we recommend that you watch a video. These are 3 to 5 minutes long, and it's like a teacher or another classmate helping you understand some of this math you don't fully get yet. It's important to note that I can jump around on TenMarks. If I don't like question 1, I can jump over to question 3 or question 5, and later on I can come back to question 1. Now, when you finish all 10 questions, you're going to get to the assignment review page. You will first see your score on the assignment. Here I scored a 52.5%. That doesn't mean my grade on Google Classroom is going to be a 52.5% or an F. It's how many questions I got right on this tough assignment. We grade you based on your effort, and importantly, if you complete amplifiers and do-overs. Anytime you score below 70%, amplifiers and do-overs will be available, and you are required to complete those. Amplifiers are videos which help reteach the math and ask some questions along the way so that you understand the math better when you get to the do-over assignment, where they will give you similar but different questions to the ones you got wrong, and hopefully you've now learned. One last thing we need to point out, probably the most essential tool on TenMarks, is the explanation. So after I answer every question, in this case I got it right by taking a guess, I'm going to have an explanation box. I should read this all the time, especially when I get questions wrong, but even if I get them correct. The explanation will explain to me what the correct answer was, provide me details on how I could have done the math to get there correctly, and it's also going to help explain why some of the other answers are wrong. The explanation is helpful even if I got the question correct, because it could show me an easier or a different way to think about this problem that could help me in the long run. If you have any additional questions about TenMarks, please feel free to ask a classmate, reach out to a city air or Mr. Doherty directly.